Okay. Well, I have here the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, Five of Wands, Four of Wands, the King of Wands, the Fool, and let's see what else is in store for you. Page of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Empress, and the Ace of Swords. I'm going to keep this one out as well. So the Six of Swords, because it chose to come out on its own. So I'm going to keep that. So you get an extra card here. Overall, three major Arcana cards. So I do feel that they're all very favorable in the upright position. So I definitely feel that structure, order, and things like that is going to be really important for you, especially for the first 2 weeks of the month. And then the last 2 weeks of the month is going to be about trying new things, okay? So structure, order, and then trying new things coming through by the end of this month. So let's go over the first card that came out here. It's the sword energy shown up as the Page of Swords, which is representative of your energy, okay? I do feel that for a lot of you, one of the things that I do want to emphasize, because you're showing up here in the reverse position, is be very careful about how you come across in a work environment, how you carry yourself, how you cooperate with other people, and how you appear to other people. I definitely feel one of the things is that you might have a lot of fire signs, and fire signs are Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos in your work environment or in your midst, okay? You have just a lot of people who have a very vivacious, bold energy that you're dealing with for this month. And it is really important how you carry yourself. And I do feel that when it comes to communication, soften the way you communicate a little bit. And I do sense that people around you, their egos might be bruised easily by the things that you say. So you want to soften the things that you say just a little bit, okay? Now, I know that Libras are very, very diplomatic generally when you communicate, when you talk, when you try to get your point across. You're able to see both sides of the story. So that's something that you want to, I want to put out there. The second way that this can play out, and I feel that for the majority of you, it might be the latter, where you are appearing in your work environment as somebody who's very loving, who's very nurturing, who's very calm, who's very capable as well. And because of that, people might feel that, oh, you don't stand up for yourself, for example, or they might feel as if they can dump responsibilities on you and then everything will be okay. So this is a good month for you to really assert yourself, okay? And you're going to have to do it tactfully, and I feel that you're going to be okay. And you have some protection here, and there is a very strong authority figure in your work environment that is going to be able to stand up for you as well. So this is a good month for you to not back down from conflict. Okay, and also really stand up for your beliefs and don't let people cross your space. So that's something coming through that I want to emphasize first of all. Secondly, I do feel that when it comes to your overall energy level, I do sense that people around you are operating from a place of ego, all right? So this is like a conflictual type of environment where they're arguing over very insignificant things. So it's best for you to detach yourself, okay? Take a breather. Walk outside of your home if things have become really conflictual on the home front. Just walk out and get away from it all and take a break from it, okay? This is also a good month, I feel, is for example, if you are dating and you're dating like a lot of people, try to keep them away from the work environment, or at least, refrain from going after somebody on the work environment, because I feel that it might come back to haunt you, okay? Not in a bad way where you're going to lose your job or anything like that, but it can create gossip. It can create just a really weird energy in the work environment, and you might feel as if people are talking about you even though they don't mean to, and it might destabilize you, and it might cause you to feel a little bit of embarrassment. Okay, so that's the other thing that I'm sensing here. So just on the work front, work is very prominent for this month, mainly because of all the wands energy, but I'm getting a very strong work environment where you have to do things by the book. People are pushing boundaries, and you really have to, stand up for yourself. I also feel as well communication. I don't sense that there are going to be communication blockages with other people, but I do feel that you really have to stand up for yourself for this month, Libras, mainly because I have this card here, the Ace of Swords, which indicates, severance. It indicates standing by your truth, speaking your truth, spreading your truth, and just holding your ground, okay? And on top of it is the Empress, and that's why I mentioned holding your ground. Don't let people encroach upon your space. Don't let people push you around and, set bullies in their place, okay? This is a card of somebody who is very confident, capable of holding her own, and she knows that, and she's not going to let other people detract her from whatever she's made up her mind about. So you really want to be firm in your footing, all right? In terms of work in general, I don't feel that there are going to be troubles. It's just I'm getting a lot of back and forth between people. It can be you might be called out to be in a position where you resolve conflicts between warring co-workers, colleagues, or even factions within the work environment. So office politics and, people just trying to create trouble in a work front is coming up here. And you don't have to engage with them, okay? You don't have to get caught up in it. Try not to get caught up in it, because it just it seems so unnecessary. So it's like you walk out of your cubicle one day and you're swept up in this office politics like, hurricane. And it just doesn't make sense. It's not a productive use of company time. And it seems like you don't need to be there. So, being in the wrong place at the wrong time, just be very careful about that on the work front. And just don't engage in it, okay? Just say, I'm not interested. I'm over it. I'm older and I'm wiser and I don't really want to be a part of it. So, say your piece and remove yourself from the situation, okay? So that's the main thing I'm sensing on the work front. For those of you who are single and dating, I definitely feel that I'm just be very careful about dating people on the work front, first of all. And then I'm also sensing that for a lot of you, you are attracted to somebody who, and I'm sensing there is a huge age difference, okay? It could be you're the person who is older than the other person, but I'm sensing a very strong age difference between you and whoever it is that you're interested in, or whoever it is that is pursuing you. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I do sense that those relationships can be stable because one party is bringing a different perspective, but there is also that element of the generational gap where you have to take extra care and precaution to explain yourself, because while culturally you might be the same, the generational gap is causing a rift in the relationship, or it can complicate communication in the relationship. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. I also feel this very strongly, so I just have to say it for a few of you. Okay? Especially, I would say women. If you are a younger woman and you're interested in somebody who is significantly older than you, okay? And this person might be divorced, for example, and for some reason you're just really, so this only applies if you are significantly younger than the person that you're pursuing, and you feel as if the other person is very stable and they can provide that stable foundation, that marriage that you're looking for. I'm going to say that I feel you're heading the wrong way if you judge a book by its cover, okay? And needless to say that you should never judge anything just at first glance, but I do sense that a lot of you have this idea that, because the other person is older, that they might be more willing to settle down. So you might not date your same age group, and you're kind of like holding out, or only specifically pursuing somebody who's older because you feel a certain way about the older people. Um, that can lead you to, first of all, I feel that, try to give people around you a chance to prove themselves before you discredit them. I know sometimes, we go through like 4 or 5 people, and in the process of dating them, they turn out to be the same people and they have similar traits in the similar age group, and we feel like, okay, they're not ready. But if you're specifically targeting a certain group, hoping to have a certain outcome, I just feel that, that is a generalization and it rarely works out well. So this is a month for you to be very, very open-minded, okay? I feel that a lot of people are going to be very interested in you. You have a good card here that exudes, sexuality. This is a card that is very good for attracting love, abundance, and just prosperity and wealth to you. And I'm focusing specifically on love here, and I do feel that you have a lot of options on the table. So keep your options open. Be very open-minded as to the people that are coming through. Don't go for just, a specific type if they haven't really worked out in the past. You really want to be open-minded when it comes to dating, okay? The only other thing I'm sensing as well is that for a lot of you, you might be just dating a lot of people and you're not getting enough sleep. So this is a really good card where you are getting a lot of attention, you know, night and day, so you're not getting enough sleep. Okay, so just make sure that you try to take care of yourself. All right, just take care of your health, take care of yourself. Be careful when it comes to dating on the work front. You want to be careful about that. And I'm sensing as well, for those of you who are dating, especially somebody like a supervisor or something like that on the work front, and you're not supposed to. And I'm getting here. If this is happening to you, let me know, okay? I'm getting that you're dating somebody on the work front, and somebody who's older than you, somebody who is a supervisor, is what I'm sensing with these 3 cards: the Fool, the King of Wands, and the Empress. And the company knows that you're not supposed to be dating them. And I feel that, you're getting dressed up and you're fixing your hair and you're looking very, very meticulous and just really beautiful. But when you come to work and you're hoping the other person would notice you, but they're kind of turning a blind eye, okay? I just want to say that if you are in that specific situation, I'm going to say that they did notice you and they understand the effort that you're putting in. However, because they're in a supervisory role, they don't want people around them to know that they're dating you. So don't be hurt as a result, okay? I just want you to know that they notice the efforts that you're putting in, and they wish things would be different. So that's just something that I want to put out there, because I feel that this can be a very strenuous relationship, mainly because you have to keep things hidden, and it's causing you a lot of anxieties, and it's causing a lot of self-doubt, okay? Overall, I would say that don't put yourself in any type of a situation where you doubt yourself, or where you question whether you're doing the right thing, or you question somebody's feelings for you. But I understand that we live in the real world, and there are certain things that we shouldn't do, but we are compelled to do them, such as dating a supervisor, for example. Just know that, this is a of authenticity is going to be very important. If we are not true to ourselves, if we can't really verbalize what it is that we feel, how we are as a person, or even, what it is that we are passionate about. So if you are in a clandestine relationship, especially if it's with a fire sign, okay? Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, if you are in a position where you are in a clandestine relationship and you feel like, is this person keeping me as a secret, or am I happy being, the secret? Am I happy playing the mistress? Am I really okay with that? You want to really ask yourself these questions, because like I said, there's no judgment here, but I definitely feel that um, it's making you doubt your self-worth. Excuse me. It's making you doubt your self-worth. It's making you doubt your sense of attractiveness, your sense of self-worth. So if it's that kind of a situation, you have to ask yourself why you are in it, okay? If it's just a situation where you really feel in sync with the other person, but for whatever reason you can't tell other people you're dating, and that's going to be on an individual basis, that's different. But, don't put yourself in a situation where you are doubting your worth, or you're not getting your fair share of the bargain, okay? So that's what I really want to say for Libras. I also feel as well that there is somebody here that you are just head over heels, madly just attracted to or really admire, okay? And I do feel that you're pulling all the ropes. For those of you who are single, you're going above and beyond to attract this person. And it seems to me like they have a lot of people that are interested in them. They have a lot of people that are interested in them. So if you are interested as well, you have to be a lot more, I guess, direct, okay? So there is somebody, it seems to me that there is somebody that you're kind of like head over heels, possibly in love with, or you really admire a great deal. You want to follow in their footsteps. You're constantly like hovering around them. It can play out both ways. So it could be this energy in your midst, but either way, I do feel that whoever it is, they have a lot of people vying for their attention, okay? And they might be a little bit burned out. So if you want to claim this person as your mate, you really have to, subtlety is not going to get you anywhere. You really have to voice your opinion, and you really have to express yourself. Okay, so that's the thing I'm sensing. And I feel like, in the process of expressing how you feel, you feel this anxiety and you don't really want to do it. But I do feel that it has a very favorable outcome. So just overcome the inertia, and I feel that you're going to be fine. But standing up for yourself, and also, coming into that sense of being feeling as if you're worthy, and feeling as if you're deserving of the blessings that come your way. That's going to be really important. And also speaking up for what it is that you want, okay? What it is that you're about, and being authentic, and also speaking up for what you want out of life. That's going to bring you a lot of abundance, love, and success. So I do wish you the best. Please take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon. If you'd like to get a private reading, please visit my webpage. It is the link can be found in the description box below. As well, you can also email me at temperatestar@gmail.com. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.